so welcome back to another recap episode. This one, of course, is for The Bachelor. And this week's episode involved Corinne. Once again, big surprise, shocker there. This week, Corinne was running around in a trench coat, trying to get Nick to lick whipped cream off of her, just kind of getting more, trying to steal more of his attention by using her sexuality in order to grab him or whatever, in order to get him noticed. And, there's like one part of the interview where she says something along the lines of, oh, we're trying to get engaged. We got to do what we have to do. And it's like, yeah, you're trying to get engaged or whatever. But at the same token, you still need to have respect for yourself, and running around with a trench coat on and getting some man to lick whipped cream off your boob on national television is not how you want to do it. That's not how you want to get your husband. If you have to get your husband that way, then you just need to not be married, because that's just not that's just showing that you don't have respect for yourself. So yeah, anyway, so this episode involved a lot of that. Once again, the girls went on a group date with Nick. One was sports related, and the other one involved the Backstreet Boys. So with the first group date, Corinne was on that one, and it involved being able to dance on stage with the Backstreet Boys. The challenge was that they had to do like all these dance moves that the Backstreet Boys taught them. And this was like very nostalgic for me, because I used to love Backstreet Boys back in the day. So it was pretty cool seeing them, dancing with the girls in The Bachelor. And of course, most of the girls in The Bachelor are around my age, so they were all just like feeling, nostalgic or whatever. But anyway, they went ahead and they won or they had to do like the, challenge, which was to, have chemistry on stage with Nick while still doing the dance moves, and whoever did the dance moves the best and had the best chemistry with Nick won. And Danielle L did win that challenge, and the prize was she was able to be serenaded by the Backstreet Boys while being able to dance with Nick. So while she was dancing with him, she was kissing on him and everything, and Corinne, of course, got jealous. So they had like their big group date or whatever, where they, all, got to sit down and have like their one-on-one time with Nick. And the girls quickly discovered, because they kind of got into the discussion of having kids. And Corinne just kind of went into how she's not even ready to be a mom, because she can barely take care of herself. She has a nanny back at home, and her nanny makes her snacks, and, she feels like she can't do anything without her nanny. And the girls, really just kind of talk among themselves about how Corinne is not somebody that should be getting married at the moment. She can barely take care of herself. She can't even do her own laundry. She can barely even wash a spoon, apparently. So the girls are like pretty upset about this, and they end up going to Nick about it later on in the pool party of the episode, and they just kind of, talk to him about it. And Melissa is like really upset about it, because she ended up getting a one-on-one date with Nick, and they went on like this simulator where they were like flying in space. It was like a space type of simulator, and they were like imagining what it was like to be in space, and they're floating around in the simulator or whatever. And she ended up getting sick, and Nick took care of her and just kind of they had their moment. The one-on-one dates are very romantic, and they kind of were kissing and just kind of feeling each other. And Melissa likes him and all that, but later on when they had like the pool party date, she kind of went to him and she said, I'm not happy with the way that you're reacting to Corinne, and how she's just throwing herself all over you, and you're just like eating it up like a little schoolboy. So she's like, I'd rather just not even get a rose, if this is the type of woman that you're looking for. Are you looking for a wife, or are you looking for just somebody to have sex with, or for somebody to be your girlfriend? So the girls were really, and there were several different girls that kind of pulled him aside and said the same thing about Corinne, and they're just not happy with her at all. I get it that it's a competition, but in a way, in a lot of ways, they are right, because Corinne does not know how to take care of herself. So it's like, how is she going to take care of her husband? How is she going to take care of kids, if that is what's to come in the future? So, and of course, Nick is much older than her. He's 36 and she's 24. So there's a huge age gap there. And quite frankly, Corinne probably just wants to be on TV anyway, so, you know, whatever. Is when they were on their second group date, they were doing like a track and field type of thing. And Dominique was like so excited to get out the house because she hasn't gone on any dates so far with him. And neither has Rachel, who, you know, they had both gotten close to each other and they were just kind of like girlfriends or whatever through the midst of, you know, being in the house or whatever. And Dominique was just getting in her head about the whole process, and she ends up confronting Nick about it and just kind of saying like, oh, well, you haven't been spending any time with me, and I feel kind of like you're being really distant with me, and, you know, I'm just not really feeling the love here, and yada yada yada. So Nick just kind of went ahead and, you know, eliminated her because he said that he just basically didn't see a future with her. My kudos goes to Nick because at least he was being honest and he wasn't stringing her along, because there are so many different other girls on the show that he is clicking with and just kind of, you know, feeling a little bit more romantic with. And in a way, I kind of feel kudos to Dominique, too, because she was bold enough to say, hey, you know, are you really feeling me? Are you really looking to have a future? So, you know, in a way, they just kind of nipped it in the bud early on, and, you know, she's off the show now. So, it was kind of a sad moment because, you know, Rachel was, you know, feeling sad or whatever. But it's better to have gotten that, you know, out the way, to clarify what was going on between them out the way versus, you know, to just string them along and just to stay there when, you know, you're not happy in that situation. So for a lot of girls, it's not easy dating, you know, one guy and he's dating like 25 different other women. So I completely understand. I probably wouldn't last very long either. Just saying. That's pretty much it for this week's episode. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Corinne needs to go home? You know, should she stay because it's good for ratings? Like, what are you guys thinking about Corinne in general as well as the show? Oh, and Rachel did get another rose. So as I said in the first recap video, Rachel is going to be long for a long time, and I definitely foresee her probably lasting to the end. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this season of The Bachelor so far, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.